All right.
All right, so we will deal one, deal six, and then I'm just going to go ahead and deal three maps.
Okay.
Okay. And then, do you prefer dice or a coin to determine who goes first?
Let's do a dice.
Okay.
I'm feeling dicey.
Oh well, if you're feeling dicey, maybe we should rethink this. All right. You know what? Let's go fancy. Let's go metal D. You want to do like a D20?
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
All right, let's zoom in on this big. Make him big. Come on. No, you're not gonna let me change the size of the die. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. I understand.
Why doesn't it let you do that?
I don't know. Let's see. It might have been because I had the die. There it is. Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is impressive.
All right. So, yeah. All. How do you want to do this? You want to do odd or even or over 20?
Sure. I will choose odd.
All right. That
All
would
right.
be a 10. So, I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. I think, all right. So then I will begin my turn by, of course, grabbing an adventure over here.
Mm-hmm.
One of these. And I will, let's see, do a little swap out here. Okay. And then I will do these. And I will discard this one. And then let's see what to do.
That's a lot of purple.
It is a lot of purple.
Purple and red.
I'm gonna go ahead and negotiate.
Okay.
Um, it's two leads.
You
That's
draw
right.
you draw three, and then you give
You
one
give
to
you
me.
one.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give you. Let's give you this one.
Woo! Thank you so much.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be the worst thing for you.
Well, free lead is
Um,
a free lead is a free lead.
exactly. Nailed it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can break through.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. These are discarded if I'm not mistaken. I always forget if they're buried or discarded. Wait.
Discard three
Oh,
matching leads. Yep.
is it but in general, oh, okay, I figured it out. Never
Yep.
mind. I was like, how do I zoom in on a card without
Oh, you hold
zooming
down
into
the
this?
Alt button,
Yeah.
and then you can use the slider to increase the size if need be.
All right, and then finally I will complete an adventure here.
Hmm.
Come out of the gates firing here on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's a pretty good hand.
Uh, I'm never good at this final card. Oh, it's G. That's what
Yep.
it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me in flashes. Okay, and then three leads. Three of these. And one of these. All right, let's see. Okay, I will play Digger's Dugout.
The card is the bane of
And
my
then
existence.
And then I will end my turn.
Okay. All right, let's start with a map. No, thank you. And then we will take 2 leads. Chuck that one. That's a curious one. Let's see. All right. I'll put out the seal of Erikai in Noble. So I can perform a hero feat twice.
Yes, okay.
I will complete my 5-point map. Get X card and 3 leads.
I can't remember if definitionally, by definition, scrapping means like anything you discard, or if it's just something you choose to scrap.
I don't know.
I'd have to ask.
I feel like we've been down this road a couple times.
Yeah, I know. I always forget, and I should know, but
No, I think it's just been wibbly wobbly on the 2 times that we've asked. So I would think that I'd say in the spirit of it, you can have this map because I hate the Diggers Dugout no matter what. But like,
I'll gladly take it. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is considered a scrap map, but we'll find out in the interim when we go back to discussion mode. All right, you may.
Let's see. I will attempt to break through.
You will succeed.
Cool. No, not over there. There you go. And I'm gonna do it again.
Wow. All right. Well, you have succeeded twice.
Yay. All right. And then I will play Ruthless Retribution. So I get to do an infiltrate on you. So I get to look at your leads and... oh, wait. They said infiltrate's different now. I can swap a map for a map, I think is what they said infiltrate is now. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
yeah.
You can have this one. I'll take this one. Don't worry about showing me your leads. But I am going to sabotage your Digger's Dugout.
Damn it. Makes sense.
And that's gonna be my turn. Pass that back to you.
Let's get my one map here. There's some rocking all 3s right now. Let's see. I'll take this one. And and then I will go ahead and negotiate.
Cool.
Every time I negotiate now, my opponent's always like, "Nice, thank you."
Yeah.
Different reaction, which is nice for you as my.
I always like it when a CCG style game forces or prompts a little bit of civility between. You know what I mean? Like it's so easy to get in these head-to-head things and get all like grr, but like
yeah, for sure.
L5R was one of those games where they did that a lot. Like you had to be kind of honorable to your opponent because it was all samurai themed.
Yes.
All right, that
Let me see what I've got with. Interesting. All right.
now I've noticed a wrinkle with the recover mechanic. Essentially, if you see somebody going for the recovery mechanic,
Yeah.
you can negotiate and prevent them from being able to do that because
Um,
they'll have one card in their hand.
sorry, I guess I'm confused. You're saying if I were to
If
recover
Yeah, if I was
on
gonna
my.
watch you empty your hand like I just did, all it would take is me doing the negotiate action to give you one card, and then you're stuck not being able to negotiate, or
Oh,
you're not
I see
able to
what you're
recover.
saying.
Um,
Oh,
so that's an interesting thing because that is 100% what I was going for, and I don't know if you meant to do it or not, but you absolutely stopped me with
I
one
I
with.
didn't. No, I didn't actually intentionally do that, but that is an interesting thing. I'm wondering if you can. Oh, okay. Because you have to do it at the start of your turn too,
Mhm.
so there's no way to get around that either.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. That is interesting. That's definitely, well, I mean, this is why we play.
Yeah.
All right. I think, curiosity's sake, I'm going to. This is such weirdly weird aggression, but I'm feeling spicy right now.
Okay.
And I don't know if usually it backfires, but I'm curious to see how it will play out. All right, so go ahead and grab this.
Yeah.
And that puts me at.
You're almost to the final adventure. So a little bit of pushing, and you'll get there.
Yeah.
And if anything, you can always cool your jets and heal up a turn or two.
Yep, thinking about it. Although now that you've mentioned that other thing, I'm going to see whether or not I'm going to attempt to peer beyond.
Okay.
Um,
Peer away.
four of these, and then uh,
I'm just holding up the deck so that or the discard so that when you go to bury it, you have it. You just lay them down.
oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna try this one. See if I can figure it out. All right. All right, and then comes over here. Uh, I'm gonna play Mythic Revolution.
Okay.
Um, and I guess I can get these bad boys. So I click on the search and then I push search. Is that correct?
Yeah, if you click on the highlighted thing, it'll let you see the whole deck in deck order.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
And if you need to zoom in on any of those little squares, just do the alt over it, and it'll show you the full card.
Uh, see. Hmm. Looking, not seeing. Hmm. When looking at adventures, it's kind of confusing on the brain.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, because there's a lot of different stuff to think about than what you would normally do, right?
yeah. So I'm like, making sure. Okay, I don't actually see what I really want. All right, well then, in that case, I will just grab this one, I think. Oh, wait, how do you flip it over?
Just F.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Ah,
Here, if you just pick it up and drop it again, it'll auto rotate.
oh, okay. Um, and then I think that is actually, let me see, I think that's me. That's the end of it.
Okie dokie. Let's see what map we got. Okay, none of these are good for one rune, so we better draw. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I am going to negotiate. That's not how that works. So 3. I'm gonna give you that one.
Thank you.
And then using the seal of Erikai, I will negotiate again.
Mm.
Give you that one.
Okay.
All right. Play Cavern of the Mirror Pool.
Okay.
I will use its ability to discard 2 leads. To draw that many. Okay. Interesting. I will complete my adventure. Just so I'm not that far behind. Alright, so we will take 1 lead, 1 action X. I will play Blade Edge Bargain.
Yes.
And I will use its effect to steal your map.
Yes.
Unless
Figured you might do.
unless you want me to stop it
I
with a thwart.
think if I cards do you have in your hand? You have 3 leads, eh?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. 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 I will actually thwart that.
That's fine.
Which will be a berry. Yes. I can just pick that. Okay, thank you. Much appreciated.
Yep. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to end it there.
Okay. Thank you. All right. This here. 2 of these. And throw this one back. And then can't do that. Um, okay. Hmm. I think it will be your turn.
Okay. Do you want to click the button?
Oh, thank you.
That's all good. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, well. How about that? I'll take 2 leads off the top and discard this one. Okay. I will complete my 3rd map. Okay. So I get an Action X card. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. I'll pass.
Okay. Please. And take that. Hmm. Let's see. We'll negotiate.
Ooh.
Mhm. And then you want, what do I want to give you?
It could be anything.
I'll give you this one.
Oh, thank you.
I'd like to attempt a breakthrough.
Okay.
Should you allow such
Oh
thing?
yeah, that's fine. I'll
Okay. Let's take this. Ah, that's me. And then interesting. Hmm. Think I will use this make off with and see if I
okay.
can steal or seal a Barakai.
Nothing I can do about that.
Okay, I'm gonna play it on Noble. And I will
Negotiate again.
negotiate again. Because why not? Oh Jesus, what did I just do?
How many did
Is
oh
there an undo button?
there is.
I'm oh goodness, thank you so so happy. Oh, that makes me so happy. You have no idea. Okay, steady hand. And Tabletopia would have just been like
Nope,
chaos.
we have to restart the whole game.
Yeah. Okay. Feeling much better about life right now.
Yeah.
All right. Can I hand you this?
Thank you.
Uh, I'm gonna go for another breakthrough.
Okay.
If you can stop it, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I will actually. Whoa, aggressive! Threw that one way too hard.
So we'll go there. I will not get my Action X card. And then, that will put me without any of, or okay. And then I will just go and complete this little 3 here.
Okay, so then you go into the final adventure.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to do the G thing. That makes a lot more sense. Love it. Although it's not the order I wanted.
That's okay. You can use the search feature, and it'll let you pull the card to the top by that by putting the action or the map into the bottom slot. Let's see. I can just do it for you.
Oh, I think I. Oh, maybe I don't know. You might have to do it.
I mean, it is what it is. So there we go. Boop. Perfect.
And then,
Well, first get your Action X card because you earned it.
I did. What I completed a 3. I guess that's
One Action X card. Yep. And then you'll get your 3 leads just for being in the final adventure.
Yep. And flip one of those bad boys over and see if you prefer.
Oh, I know which one you're gonna be doing. We won't worry about that.
All right. It's oh wait. Let me see something real quick before we go on.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play Leap of Faith real quick on myself.
You should wait.
Unless you're saying because
you could win the game by breaking through with it by playing 2 other Action X cards. Like you just win.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Help me out of it.
No, don't stop. Like you should just finish out your turn because you can straight up win.
Oh, you're saying you can't do anything else?
Well, I only have 1 card. I have 1 lead.
I forgot that you have that many cards in your hand.
Yeah. So play your 2 other Action X cards and then break through and you win. Unless you don't want to win that way.
I guess I do. Yeah. By someone. Yeah, I guess that's the win right there. Then.
Well, I don't know if you can. Yeah, I guess you can play with. We need to ask about that. Like, do you need to play feats for their effect? Like, because that says you can only play that as a rival attempts to complete the map. But if you play Leap of Faith,
well, I guess I don't know.
I think by playing Leap of Faith, that's your 7th one.
Yeah,
and you get to break through with it. So I would say that that's the correct way. Either way, but I would question Outfox. But I think this should be able to be in your archive because they never go to your action zone; they immediately go to your archive, and then the breakthrough effect. We'll have to double check.
Yeah, I always forget if it's 7 and then breakthrough or 7 and the breakthrough simultaneously can happen.
Either way, you got me over a barrel. There ain't much I can do. So I'm going to go ahead and let you have it. Plus, I want to know what happens to this relic when, because you've stolen it. Does it come back to me or does it stay over in your archive? Cause
no, it'd stay in mine.
That makes that monkey even worse.
It does become mine. Yeah, because it's like it's almost like a double you acquire. Yeah. Yes. I totally forgot that I could have broke through to win right then.
Well, that's okay.
But
you figured it out.
You kindly pointed it out to me.
Well, what else was I gonna do?
I mean, I guess you could have just let it go. But thank you, nonetheless.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Any impressions that you want to mention on this particular run through?
Well, that negotiation thing that you mentioned was quite interesting. About not being able to research after that,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess kind of probably put a little bit of a weird hiccup in your game.
A little, but I mean, I still Eric I kind of let me get where I needed to go without that.
Yeah. What if you didn't have that? Like, what if I,
Well, I would have
like,
been
what if
able to. I would have been able to recover my maps, which is what I've been lagging in for a little bit now.
yeah. Um,
How's y'all's game going?
We just wrapped up. Actually, we're getting ready to pop into the campfire. We're just doing some commentary.
Match.
what was that?
Danny and I just had a nail biter of a match. It was down to a very clever sequence by Danny and a lot of luck on my end, hoping I could stay in, but he managed to squeak it out.
Oh, he does
It was-
like to speak them out. He's pretty adept at that.
How did y'all's
Uh,
game go?
It was interesting. We uncovered a unique a unique hiccup with recovery.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can thwart somebody's recovery attempt if you notice that they have 0 cards by negotiating.
Yeah, Larry was mentioning that.
So that is a truth.
Yo,
But we just wrapped up too.
yeah.
And that's from a tied position, right?
Kind of.
Well, I mean,
he got
Yeah.
into
Yeah, it
his,
has to happen from tied
yeah, it's
because you can only negotiate if tied or behind.
yeah. He managed to get his final adventure, and then that popped him. No, I was one adventure behind because he got into his final adventure from there, and then he immediately was able to break through and win.
Okay.
Interesting. Did it feel broken with the negotiate mechanic? Like, does it feel like a quirk, but not necessarily something that's
Well, it caused the hiccup for me because I did actually go for it. Like I emptied my hand out and then I got hit with a negotiate. I was like, oh, I can't do the thing I needed to do. But I had the seal. This was my seal of Erikai that he yoinked for me, so I was able to double negotiate back up to having a hand again. So I kind of recovered, but not fast enough.
I would be curious over all the games we played tonight, how many times does negotiate get used?
negotiate or recover?
Recovery.
Yeah.
Because right now the count for 2 matches is 0.
Successful.
Yeah,
uses.
successful, like intent to use where it works.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it would. Yeah. It would. Trying to think situations and where it might actually happen.
Well, if your opponent's in the lead, they can't negotiate. So
Yeah.
Right.
that would be one area.
That was what I was.
So maybe you are just more cautious about going hellbent if you're not behind. But that's
Yeah.
also kind of an awkward position, right? Because you don't necessarily.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, and then you're in a weird situation where, like, if they give you one lead, then and you can't do anything with next turn, then you're like drawing up already. You're
Right.
going,
Yeah, if you burned yourself out and now you've got one lead, that's in many ways worse than having nothing. Because at least if you had 0, you could do something about it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
then you have to use
Something-
that one lead to feed. Like, you can try and sabotage and put yourself back at that situation. But I don't know.
That's an interesting quirk. Yeah, I think let's watch it because that could be a problem
Okay.
for sure.
Well, we've
Can
got that
you-
one recorded so you can see how it unfolded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, did the game play smoothly or anything else weird?
I mean, I guess one question would be whether or not you can just play an Action X card, even if it's not like really following the directions of the card to a T.
It depends on what it is. Which one for what?
Like, can you just throw out Outfox if you're just trying to meet your criteria for breakthrough? I guess would be the example.
No, you would have to have something. You'd either have to be targeting a spell, an Action X card with a Thort, or an Arrival's Adventure. There are definitely Action X cards that are stuck in your hand if there's no application for them. As far as breakthrough, I mean, you can always barter them, but like you're not able to just like arbitrarily play a card that has no targets if it requires targets.
Follow up to that is it 7 and then breakthrough, or is it
7 in play and then breakthrough? So you would not draw you would not draw an Action X card if you were winning the game, if that makes sense.
Well, no, the
Well,
question
it-
was for a leap of faith here. Does playing it, if it's your 7th Action X card coming out, can you then break through and win the game with it?
so it's like 7 and breakthrough win at the same time, if that makes sense.
I think the way that would work is that you would have the breakthrough resolves before the leap of faith is in your archive.
Okay.
So you would get the effect and then it would migrate to your archive.
Wait, so then you would need an additional breakthrough?
Right, because at the time that you do it, so let's say you have 6 in play, you play Leap of Faith, you get the breakthrough. But if Leap of Faith is the 7 card that's coming down, it's not going to move over to your archive until after the breakthrough has been, like, it happens simultaneously. So like the game won't be able to, when the game checks to see if it's in the archive, it won't find it in the archive because it's in like whatever, like that middle gray area of resolution is.
But it's also, is it now 7 cards in archive to break through? I mean, if I have a card still in the action zone, is that not included?
Well, but feats are never in the action zone. They're on the they're on the stack.
That,
So
but like Seal of Erikai, for instance, is in my action zone. So if I broke through, I mean, the card has to be. Does the card? I guess I'm saying is it has to be 7 archived cards before you can break through.
No, it can be between active and archive zone.
correct.
Okay, I guess that's makes the leap of faith a little confusing to me. Just because it's like, even though I understand what you're saying, it's like it's active, but simultaneously completing.
It's a weird thing where feats can never exist in the active zone.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, technically, that our game did not conclude.
But I think at this point we basically the way we played on it before the ruling, we had agreed it was done. So I'm cool with ending it there.
In all fairness, the 3 cards in my hand are a breakthrough, anyways.
There you go.
So
you won.
So
So
it
you
would've-
won either way.
I would have ended one thing earlier. One other question though, Dan. I just wanted to confirm when I have
Deeger's dugout.
Digger's Dugout, is a scrap map something that somebody like literally scraps, like it's, or is a discard, forced discard considered a scrap?
Can you describe the scenario
Just like,
specifically?
imagine it's the beginning of the game, or like his first turn. I already have Digger's Dugout out, and he's got 3 maps. He's obviously going to have to get rid of 1.
Yeah. So the way the game reads what's happening when you have 3 maps in play is you have 3 maps in play. You put a 4th one into the zone, and then you technically have to scrap 1. So
Okay.
because you're over your limit. So that scenario does trigger Digger's Dugout.
So it's almost any time somebody.
If you were bartering or doing something where an adventure goes, like, I forget if this effect's even still in the game, but there used to be where you look at 2 cards and then one goes to the discard and then you get to use one of them. Like if it goes to the discard for some reason other than it being scrapped, like if it gets, if your opponent sabotages it or whatever, like that won't trigger Digger's Dugout. But if they scrap a map to pay for sabotage, it would. Like if you scrapped a map to try to sabotage Digger's Dugout, even if you couldn't thwart it and it was going to destroy Digger's Dugout, you would still get the map that was used to sabotage it before it got destroyed, if that makes sense.
Because it was in play as it was happening, basically, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think those are all the questions I had.
Okay.
It was a fast-paced match. I mean, it felt. I didn't have any like issue. I'm not sure how it felt for Andy.
It moved along. Like
Yeah.
there wasn't much airtime in it.
No, I mean, it sounds like your guys' game was pretty fast too, but like I definitely came in being like, I'm just gonna push this as fast and see how quickly we can get through a match.
Did you guys draft or just do
We just
random?
drew them random.
Yeah, that's what we did too. Did was it enjoyable or did it feel like it was a slog? Like, I know it went fast, but like, was it a pleasant fast or was it just like, I don't know, washing your hands? You know?
It ended rather abruptly.
Okay.
We did not. Well, it's funny because like we got into a little thing where I point out like, oh, don't play Leap of Faith that you can win right now, and he's like, what? So like, we moved fast enough that we didn't even realize that the game was already over.
Is that a bad thing or
I don't know. I don't know if it deserves a qualifier. To be honest with you, that's just what happened.
That's just what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.